The Trump administration is off to another busy week on the foreign policy front. The U.S. Embassy in Jerusalem opened Monday, fulfilling a Trump campaign promise and infuriating Palestinians who seek East Jerusalem as a future capital. Dozens of Palestinians died as protests roiled the Gaza border. Niall Stanage is a White House columnist for The Hill. He joins me now from Washington. Welcome, Niall.
Glad to be here.
So President Trump tweeted Monday morning, "Big day for Israel. Congratulations." How significant is this move for Israel and for the U.S.-Israel relationship?
I think it is a hugely significant move. I mean, this is something that has been talked about for decades. The Trump administration has done it. We have seen the reaction from the Palestinians, which you alluded to in your introduction. But simply the fact of moving this embassy and the recognition it therefore gives of Jerusalem as the de facto capital of Israel is a massive shift, a symbolic shift, but a meaningful one.
While all this is happening, the White House is still preparing for President Trump's planned summit with North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un next month. Before that happens, Mr. Trump's attorney Rudy Giuliani says he hopes to have a final decision about whether the president will sit for an interview with special counsel Robert Mueller. How concerned is the White House about the optics of a potential Mueller sit-down?
I think they're very concerned about a Mueller interview. In fact, my own reporting casts some question on whether they are even legitimately interested in doing that kind of interview. This isn't the first time that Mr. Giuliani has suggested there could be reasons for refusing a sit-down interview, that the president may not volunteer for such a sit-down. And Mr. Giuliani has even gone so far as to indicate that the president could resist a subpoena if it came to that. So the idea that they're legitimately or sincerely seeking the conditions for an interview, I think, is questionable at best.
All right, interesting. Well, meantime, there has been no public apology, as you know, from the White House for comments made by a White House aide about Senator John McCain's cancer battle. Here's what White House Deputy Press Secretary Raj Shah said about it Monday.
I understand the focus on this issue, but it's going to be dealt with and has been dealt with internally. I was told Kelly Sadler called the McCain family late last week and did apologize. And beyond that, I don't have further comment.
So, Niall, do we know how this incident has been dealt with?
Not really, is the short answer. The White House has mostly dwelled on the idea that this is a consequence of an internal leak, I should say, to two of my colleagues at the Hill, were the people to break this story. But there is no suggestion, as far as I'm aware, of Kelly Sadler having been disciplined or certainly not fired over this controversy. And I think just as a political matter, it's confounding to a lot of people that the White House has allowed this controversy to go on for now 4 or 5 days. A lot of people feel that if there had just been an apology made right out of the gate, that could have at least helped them move past this issue.
Yeah, I should have mentioned that The Hill broke this story, and President Trump did tweet Monday about quote-unquote leakers, whom he called, quote, traitors and liars. Now, the story came out because of a leak. Is the White House changing any policies when it comes to leakers?
It doesn't appear to be. I mean, the White House is very hostile to leakers, as most administrations are. All administrations, to a greater or lesser extent, have to deal with leaks. It is simply, I think, an objective fact that this administration has suffered more from leaking than others. There are lots of different factions in and around the president that has contributed to this rather leaky atmosphere. So certainly not the first leak, and I wouldn't imagine it would be the last either.
Oh, I think that's a pretty safe bet. Niall Stanage in Washington. Niall, always great to have you. Thank you.
Thank you.